For anyone who is planning on doing assignment, or rather option 2 for design assignment 1 in module 10, you're going to need to find the image that you need for this one because it's not specifically provided for copyright reasons. So if you need the graphic, my suggestion is go into a browser window, type in Maps New York Subway or Maps Subway if you don't care if it's New York City or not. And if you want to get more specific, obviously, you're going to go in and choose images so that you're seeing these. And specifically because we are theoretically designing something for print, we need a high resolution graphic. So if you'll notice along the top of my screen, it's making a variety of suggestions. I could click on high resolution, it would give me some of those. I can also go into the settings option or the tools option and get more specific. It's the tools that I want now, and I'm in Chrome, so yours may look slightly different if you're in a different browser, but essentially what I'm looking for is an image of a certain size. So I would go over to the size tab or the size options that came up over here, and I would tell it large, probably, or I could specify a size if I had a particular consideration. Usage rights is something else to be concerned with. This is something specifically in this module that comes up for your business card, but usage rights would allow you to obviously filter based on that. It's not so much an issue when we're talking about a subway map, but it absolutely can be something pretty big if we are working, and mine appears to be frozen. There we go. All right. Anyway, it can be a big deal. Once you get your size specifications, if that is what you're changing in there, you can look again, and you should notice theoretically fewer overall images that are showing up in your list. If you find, for example, this one that comes up under large, New York City Subway, and it shows up as nycsubway.org. This is very probably, if you were to read into it more specifically, a map that might be allowed to be used in the specific circumstances. We're using this in our case for educational purposes, but it is at the very least something that you should always be thinking about and be aware of. This is going to work for my purposes. It's 1172 pixels by 1552. It might be a little small for a full-size graphic under normal circumstances, but we'll certainly call this one large enough. If you hover over the different ones, you will see that there are, in fact, a lot of size variations within the graphics. Like this one is 963 by 1066. It's showing up in the lower left-hand corner. This one is same, or in the same ballpark. This one's 1488 by 1900. That's actually better. And the key is smaller. So I'm going to go with this after all. I'm going to make sure that I download not the thumbnail, but the full-size graphic. So I've opened the graphic and I'm going to choose Save Image As. It's going to save it as New York Map. I make sure I know where it's saving it to. It's going to be a PNG. That's okay. That works. And that's what I'm going to need once I get into whichever of the two software packages that I'm going to use, either InDesign or Lucid Press. So either one of those is, going to need a source image for this. So I'm going to stop and restart the video later on, but this is, again, just to help you with the getting the graphic bit.